CTHULHU Jack.
Who doesn't dig a Jason freaking Statham flick? Statham always manages to deliver the goods for me personally.
I'm going inside. I'm going to burn it down.
Now the stories he appears in, on the other hand, let's just see if the magic ingredient here they're whipping up is worth the taste. I'm talking about The Beekeeper from 2024, streaming now. After a sneak attack by a wasp for the second time this week, I had a hankering for its more evolved self, and decided to see how old Statham would handle a hive.
Given all of the gasoline fumes in here, promise you, anything alive in here won't be.
Before we get into that, we find our clinch-jawed chap on a farm, making honey and helping out Mrs. Huxtable.
It is give and take 50-50. And if you don't get it together and drop these macho attitudes, you are never gonna have anybody bringing you anything, anywhere, any place, anytime, ever.
No one's ever taken care of me before.
Come back at supper time, let me feed you.
When she is scammed out of millions of dollars, in particular a child's charity she was in charge of,
That is what I am talking about! Come on!
she pops her top and Statham is on the case. Whoa, hold on, Sally. Not before Mrs. Huxtable's daughter, Parker.
I gotta say, Parker, you came as advertised.
See what they did there? Happens to jump out of nowhere, putting a gun to Statham's head right at the appropriate moment of discovering the body, which leads to the obligatory...
Suicide. You can't be serious. That woman loved life more than anybody I know. But by all means, let's just completely ignore the big white dude in her house with a knife.
While our boy is just chilling like Bob Dylan. Morning dawns, Statham is back and free to go. He and Parker have a chat. She reveals to him that her mom was scammed.
You know who did it.
I talked to an agent in our cybercrimes office. This crew's been operating for 2 years and we don't even have names.
I'm gonna pause here for the moment.
Ew! Get off of me! Ugh, as if!
Now this film was written to take place in 2003. Here on their IMDb page, they mention about the tech being outdated in the scene while this movie currently takes place now. So in 2023, wouldn't they be able to find these guys? I mean, technology has advanced, right? I mean, I'm no expert.
Don't ask questions.
Even the FBI can't find these people.
Why would she also tell him about this evidence in an ongoing case, especially not knowing who he is?
Adam Clay doesn't exist, which is terrifying to me because he's probably in a classified program.
This is the biggest issue I had with the film. The plot has more holes than a broken screen door.
Serenity now!
I was just thinking you come in here hungover on your day off and gain more yardage on this thing than the whole squad has in 2 years.
With Parker and her partner who might as well just be tacks on a corkboard to hang out as plot convenience aids in their discoveries.
I had some analysts run some shit and I think I'm starting to get the shape of the animal.
Or in some cases, delivering this cringy scene.
That's a minigun. They use those on military vehicles. Do you know that puppy shoots 6,000 rounds a minute?
I know.
Did you know that's 100 rounds a second?
Yep, I know.
Maybe I'm being too harsh or have been alive too many eons and have watched too many movies. But holy heck, do we need to do this type of stuff in movies anymore?
Beekeeping for beekeepers.
Just give the script one more pass. You know, maybe...
No, sir.
Every time Heckle and Jekyll were on screen, the movie might as well have had a commercial break.
Haley's M.O., a good-tasting laxative lubricant formula that also softens.
There was virtually no reason for them to be in there.
Dude, bees are interesting little shits. Did you know that?
And why the fuck are you wasting my 2 precious hours with your movie?
Except for literally these 2 scenes.
What's your ask?
My ask? Well, a SWAT team, for starters. Surveillance support, additional agents, analysts.
That shouldn't be a problem. You have a blank check. Good luck.
That could have been cut with the FBI deputy talking to Jeremy Irons, who plays a long dormant ex-head of CIA, and now babysits a bratty Zoomer who's stealing money from elderly folks.
For someone who has elevated fucking up into an art form, this might well be your Mona Lisa.
To fund his mom's winning presidential campaign. Irons even has a call into Minnie Driver for all of 5 minutes on screen. She's just called director, I think, of the CIA, but who knows? To do basically this anyway.
Sorry, Wallace. You're on your own.
Which he does by hiring 2 sets of mercs who... By the final act, Statham might as well be Mario from Donkey Kong. He locates the Prez, Jeremy Irons, and the bratty Zoomer to punish him for his misdeeds with Mrs. Huxtable's demise. Statham's lethal actions towards everyone involved not only speak for Mrs. Huxtable, but for anyone who has been frauded in this day and age of financial accessibility that is getting easier and easier to make off with. It's good to know that a guy like this is on our side, because if this clown show is leading the way by holding their weapon like a baguette, then we're all in a world of hurt. So, if you enjoy Jason freaking Statham stacking bodies 52 high with nothing more than a stone-faced, pressed lip blank stare, then this honeysuckle is for you. Until next time. Visit our Etsy store this summer for sales across the board. With a new Lovecraft PI book on its way, we want to make certain you're all caught up on this paranormal detective's adventures. We just added some new merch we unearthed and looking to clean house to make way for what's to come. Promo code is listed in the description below, so click links below to be notified. Many thanks for the support, and Hail Cthulhu!